Yo, what's going on, y'all? Y'all know, man. I go by the name of Kelly V right here, 104.5 The Beat. O-Town's number one and only for hip-hop and R&B and home of the Breakfast Club. And y'all know on this show, right, I love to just have conversations with some of the most talented in the city, you feel me? And the brother sitting right across from me is exactly that, you feel me? Floydie, what's good, boy?
What's up, baby? Appreciate you having me.
Of course. You've been doing a lot of work out here, you feel me? Big shout out to Strong that really, made this connection. And of course, like we have a lot of mutual friends, so it's beautiful to see that, we can connect this, you know what I mean? Because not only are you putting in a lot of work, but you also have a great event that's about to pull up on us in just a little bit that y'all been prepping for. So I'm hyped to talk about that. Hyped to have you on the show. But I do want to start off just for people who don't know you, you feel me? Just let them know who you are and what you do.
For sure. So real quick, shout out to Strong, plugging us in, man.
Slabber!
Yo, me and Strong go way back. Great dude, always been genuine, always appreciate the love. Strong, shout out to you. My name is Floydie, Floydie, till I die, but we ain't dead yet, baby. We still alive, rocking.
Oh, yeah.
I am the founder and chief operating officer of UTG Agency, which is Ultimate Talent Global Agency. We are an influencer and modeling talent agency. We basically facilitate the business between the brands and the talent, make sure everybody gets the job done, and make sure that our talent gets paid.
Love that, man. And you said it yourself, just multi-talented, doing different things. Now you're with the agency, or you have your own agency, I should say. But we were discussing beforehand all the other things that you've done in like the music industry. And you have 15, 20 plus years experience in music specifically. So just break that part of who you are down real quick.
So, music is the first love. I found out I could write. I wrote a poem for a girl when I was in 6th grade and completely swept her off her feet. And I was like, wow, I could really do this. I found out I had the pen. But ever since then, I always just done music, always wrote to things. I went to college for baseball and ended up really falling in love with music more, and called my pops. I was like, hey, man, I'm coming home. I'm going to be a rapper. Then did some tours. I went on tour with Waka Flocka, Tory Lanez, opened up for Kendrick Lamar, Meek Mill, Tyga at the UCF Arena. So
no big deal.
Right, no big deal at all. Did my thing, went through some life things and kind of fell back into the business role, and that's how UTG was born.
Now, you said you went off to college and then you came back. Are you from Orlando?
Yeah, I was born in Tallahassee, but I did all my growing up in Orlando, so I rep the city for sure.
Got you. And where'd you go to college?
I went to the University of West Florida. For 1 year, I was redshirted, didn't play, left. They won the College World Series back-to-back, so I ain't got no rings.
As soon as you left, what does that mean, bro?
I left.
That's crazy.
It just means the rings wasn't destined for me.
Not those sort of rings, at least, you feel me?
Right.
Like we have a lot of trophies that we hold dear to ourselves, so it happened. It didn't work out that way, but it works out in other ways, right?
100%.
So just talk to me about that. You coming up, not only you being an athlete, but also you being in music. Like, how did that go into your mind in terms of creating this new agency?
Right. So, I think one of the blessings I had when it came to starting UTG is that I didn't have anyone to compare myself to, right? So when music, everybody's doing music, got all these different artists, all these different things going on. A lot of artists get lost in that, like, oh, well, this person's got this going on, I only got this going on. And you get into that comparison trap. With the agency, man, I didn't know anything about modeling. I didn't know anybody who had an agency. I didn't know about any modeling agencies, and I just felt like I could do it, and I just did it, and I didn't stop, and I didn't let anything stop me. And I think that was the greatest blessing, is just not knowing who was in the game, because I didn't have anyone to compare myself to. I just kind of kept my eyes on the prize, and just kept bringing in the right people and growing this thing out.
And was there like a specific moment where you were like, yo, let me try this agency thing out, or was it something that you researched like, nah, I think this is it?
No, it was definitely a moment. I was managing an artist at the time. She was into modeling. That's what kind of got me into the scene. And I was chilling with one of the homies on the back porch one day, and I was just like, it just popped in my head. I was like, man, I'm going to start a modeling agency. And as a good friend, he was like, man, do it. And we did our first casting. We had 60 people show up, and I was like, boom, light bulb. That's it. We're going to run it.
Man, and what year was that?
That was probably like 2016. Then we brought my best friend, Rich Brown, CEO. He's our CEO. We brought him in 2017, and we've been rocking ever since. Just been adding the right pieces to the puzzle and continuing to grow.
Man, that's beautiful. So being in that position, you building your platform, building the agency that is, just speak on how much talent there is in Orlando specifically, man. Because one of the blessings that I've had so far is being in this position is talking to people like yourself, whether it's artists, business owners, whatever the case is. Because I do feel that Orlando is a hidden gem in terms of all the talent that's in the town.
Oh, 100%, especially when it comes to music. I mean, we've got talented, super talented artists here. I mean, I've seen people, Palmer Reed on here. I've seen Tally come up here.
Mm-hmm.
You got the
shout
homie
out
Kim.
to him.
Shout out to him. I've known them for a very long time. But yeah, a bunch of talented artists in the city, a bunch of talented, everything in the city. You got people from, chefs to influencers to models, just a ton of talent here. And I think that, we kind of get into the, we really don't rep the city. People aren't really repping the city. They're from here. There's talent here, but I don't think enough people are shouting out, I'm from Orlando.
Yeah.
Right. And really bringing the eyes back to the city. But I'm glad to see it's growing. I'm glad to see the magic of doing our thing. We're building more of our culture. I think that's what we've really been missing, is just having our own culture here in the city. Yeah. Right. Atlanta's got a culture. New York's got a culture. LA's got a culture. And that's why people gravitate to those places. I think we're just kind of still building our culture. And
then you're part of building the culture here in Orlando, obviously, because of the event that we alluded to earlier. Right. Is going down. It's the 5th annual, right?
The 5th annual Ultimate Fashion Show for charity. We're really excited about that. That's coming up on Sunday, December 17th, from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Black Barn. Tickets are available at UTG Agency in our bio, link in bio. Pull up. It's going to be a great event. The charity that's benefiting this year is Fit for Peace. They are a charity that basically benefits children in underserved communities. They give them access to tutoring, health and wellness programs, finance programs, and just really helping them be great members and models of society and to continue to build and create the culture that we're talking about.
See, I love that. So not only are you going to go out there, have a good time, see some good music, good performances. You see the the drip that they're gonna have on, but also it's for a good cause.
Right. That's all it's for right here.
For the greatest cause of all time. So talk about just the idea to start it, because once again, this is the 5th annual. So you getting into the agency, you building it, and then you're like, you know what, let's do this fashion show.
Right. So Rich, when I was doing the music thing, Rich was my manager at the time, Rich and one of our homies, Jordan Nix. And we had always done charity type events during around Christmas time, but it was always Toys for Tots, or we do an event at one of the bars downtown, have people pull up, give out donations. But we figured we really wanted to see the impact that we have here in the city. Once again, bringing it back to building the culture here in Orlando. We really wanted to see it affect the kids in the community here. So we started teaming up with different charities that are local to the area. Where we could go in there, we could see the impact that we were making.
Got you. By the way, you want to wear your headphones? I just realized you didn't have them on.
Oh yeah, no.
just for the content, yeah. That's all you're doing it for. That's it. Yeah, I know we had that conversation earlier.
We did.
But no, that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, and all it takes is that one spark, and also just to have the presence of mind and the motivation and the people around you to really push that button. Like, you know what? We have this idea, but we're really going to do it, because once again, fast forward 5 years later, it's the 5th annual. And I love the fact that, and you bring up a good point where, people do a lot of great work in any town, but specifically in Orlando. And you mentioned like the Toy for Tots, the different like bike drives, whatever the case is. But to have a fashion show type thing around this time is super unique, and it stands out. And I love that. I love that. And just the fact that, you guys are here, and I mentioned before, you're also going to have performances there, right?
Right. So right now we have Siobhan Philidor. She's one of the homies for a very long time. I mean, just great, humongous voice, plays the guitar. She'll be doing our cocktail hour, our VIP cocktail hour. So that's a real treat. Man. And then we have Gabby B. She has a hot single out called Leche. She's going to be performing. And then we've got Moxie's artist Zaya, who will be performing as well. She's got a record with drums, so some pretty talented artists on the roster for that night.
Man, it's gonna be crazy. Where can they get their tickets again?
At UTG Agency is the Instagram. Hit that link in the bio. The show is also sponsored by Shein this year.
That's right,
which is pretty dope. They've got an incubator program that gives up and coming designers access to basically their platform to be able to showcase their designs and to be able to, sell their product through their website as well.
Man, talk about that partnership. How did that come about?
It's just the power of networking. We were in the right place at the right time. And we made the right connection that we needed to, and we made a friend first. And I think that's really important.
Ooh,
a lot of people want to go out to these networking events and what can I get from you, or how can I yada, yada, yada. Just make a genuine connection first, make a friendship first. And then, the business follows after. We kind of, I see all these gurus and stuff on Instagram. They're all, business first and business that, but it's really about making a genuine connection, right?
Yes.
Because when you do that, that's how you create everlasting business.
I love that. And that's a gem right there, because I do feel a lot of people look from the outside in and think like, oh, like you collaborating with this person, it's major, which it is, but I don't think they realize the relationship component of it and how important that is to making stuff like that happen. You feel me?
Right.
Like, for instance, it's me being on the radio. A lot of people think, and some do come through the iHeart pipeline, but a lot of the people that we have on here is because of relationships. Like you and I having this conversation because of relationships,
right.
and we're going to continue to, build upon that, because I definitely want to be a part of what you have going on and moving forward and all that. All the artists that you mentioned, like they seem super dope. I want to chop it up with them. So it's all about relationships, really.
100%.
And I feel, especially in Orlando, people got to realize that. Like, you guys got to just relax. All right, don't be standoffish. Just be nice.
Be nice. That's it.
Collaborate.
It'll get you so much further than trying like the tough guy.
Yeah, I think that's not to get into the whole thing, because that's just a human nature thing, right? People get competitive and all that, which I understand. But as we said before, we're all creatives around here. And I think there's enough, money to go around and enough notoriety to go around to show people exactly what we have going on out here. But December 17th is going down, y'all, next Sunday by the time y'all hear this. And I'm super excited. What can people expect? We're talking about a whole bunch of different things here. Just give me the overall rundown.
So when you purchase your VIP ticket.
Talk to them.
Right, when you purchase, because that's the ticket that you need. You're a very important person. That's what you deserve. Go ahead and spend that extra bread and get that VIP ticket. You're going to pull up an hour early before all the regular guests. You're going to walk out into the beautiful outside area while Siobhan is playing. Right? It's going to be a
perfect
vibe.
backdrop. Perfect.
You're going to have hors d'oeuvres. You'll have complimentary champagne, complimentary beverages, if you're of age. It's going to be a vibe. And then we're going to transition you right inside to your beautiful seat right by the runway. You're going to be able to see amazing looks from 12 different designers. You're going to be able to purchase looks that nobody else has. And it's just going to be a vibe. And all of the money that you're spending that night is going to benefit a child that needs your help.
Man,
that's the best part.
It's a win-win. It's the holiday season. It's the season for giving, y'all, and it's the season for pulling up, supporting, and also making sure you have a good time while you donate, I guess you could say, right? Because this event is going to be incredible, man. Just seeing your energy, seeing all the different marketing that y'all been putting on for the past couple months, and I'm hyped for y'all. I'm hyped for the city. I'm hyped for the event and all that. So just break it down one more time. Where is it going down? Let them know where they could buy the tickets and all that one more time.
Right. So Sunday, December 17th at the Black Barn. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster. You can just search the 5th Annual Ultimate Fashion Show for Charity. You're going to find them, baby. Yeah. Or if you on the gram, you go ahead and follow us at UTG Agency. All links are in bio, baby, and they lead you to that VIP ticket that you deserve.
That's right. Get the music, get the champagne, get the vibes, and then it's going to be litty after that.
That's it.
Y'all also going to have a Shein designer there too, no?
6 Shein designers. We're going to have 3 from Orlando, 3 from Tampa. We just did a fitting. We had an opportunity to see some of the looks. And once again, we're talking about talent in the city. I mean, you just got so much talent, man.
Yeah.
From clothing designers to chefs. We already went through it all. But and if you're somebody who has a hidden talent or somebody that has something going on and you've been scared to kind of get into the culture and get out into the city, man, put all that fear and doubt behind you. Put your big boy pants on and your big girl pants on. Come out. This is also a great networking opportunity for anybody in those spaces as well. Like the person that's providing the food for us, he pulled up on us at the fit and was like, yo, here's some food. I do this, and boom, we booked the services. So once again, just putting yourself out there and getting in the right place.
Man, this is it. Once again, it's the holiday season. This is one of the most unique events that you can attend, and also it's for a good cause. So once again, super hype, man. The ultimate fashion show going on. Shout out to UTG. Shout out to you, brother, for pulling up. Floydie, getting it done. And I'm just hyped for it, man.
Pull up, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So we spoke about all that, right? But I want to know, we're getting to the end of the year. We know, of course, the fashion show is right around the corner. 2024 is right there. What else you got planned, man? What you working on?
Man, we plan to do a lot more events. That's one of the places we really thrive in creating the culture here and helping people get exposure and just and create networking opportunities. So we definitely want to do more events. Definitely want to get our talent more looks. And, you know, for me personally, I just want to get back into the music. So if you do music and